Just take a moment to imagine this. You're sitting alone in your living room. It's a quiet afternoon. Maybe you've just finished watching your favorite show or reading the newspaper. Everything feels normal until suddenly something changes. Your chest feels tight. Breathing becomes harder. A strange, heavy sensation creeps down your left arm. It's not just indigestion. It's not just tiredness. Deep down, and there's no one else around. No one to call your name. No hand to hold. Just you and the ticking of the clock. In a moment like this, every second matters. And what you do next could save your life. That's why this video exists. We're going to walk through 7 simple emergency tips that could help you survive a heart attack when you're completely alone. This isn't about fear. It's about your power to protect yourself, even when no one else is there. So please stay with me, because these next few minutes might just be the reason you get to see another sunrise. Tip number 1, recognize the warning signs and trust them. Greater than the very first step, the one that can change. Everything is learning to recognize the signs and believe in them when they appear. You see, most people don't collapse dramatically like they do in films. For many, a heart attack comes quietly like a whisper, and that's what makes it so dangerous. You might feel a tightness in your chest, not a stabbing pain, but a pressure, like something heavy is sitting on you. You might feel short of breath, even if you're just sitting still. Maybe your left arm feels numb or strange, or perhaps it's your jaw, your back, or your neck that begins to ache. Some people break out in a cold sweat, feel lightheaded, or suddenly feel exhausted, as if all their energy has disappeared in an instant. These signs can show up differently in women and older adults. That's why you must listen to your body, especially when it feels off in a way that's hard to explain. Too often, we brush these things off. Maybe it's just indigestion. We tell ourselves, or I'll lie down for a bit and see if it passes. But the heart doesn't wait. It doesn't care if you're busy, tired, or hoping to feel better tomorrow. So here's the truth. If you even suspect that you might be having a heart attack, take it seriously. Don't argue with yourself. Don't wait for it to become worse. Your body is speaking. And at this stage, listening could mean the difference between life and loss. Recognizing the signs is the first and most powerful step you can take to survive. In the next tip, we'll talk about the very first thing you must do once you suspect a heart attack is happening, even if you're all alone. Tip number 2, call emergency services immediately, even if you're not sure. If there's one thing that can't wait, it's this. Call emergency services right now, even if you're not completely sure it's a heart attack, even if you're worried about wasting their time, even if a part of you says, maybe I'm overreacting. You are not overreacting. You are protecting your life. One of the biggest mistakes people make, especially those who live alone, is hesitating. They think, maybe I'll wait a few minutes and see how I feel, or worse, I don't want to make a fuss. But here's the truth. Heart attacks don't politely wait until you feel ready to act. Every minute counts. The longer you delay treatment, the more damage your heart muscle may suffer, and the chances of survival drop with each passing second. So don't be polite. Don't be brave. Be smart. Reach for the phone, whether it's a landline, a mobile, or even an emergency alert button, and dial your local emergency number. In many countries, that's 911-112, or a regional number like 999 in the UK. Tell them you're having chest pain, or you suspect a heart attack. Stay calm, speak clearly, and most importantly, do not hang up until they tell you to. If possible, unlock your front door so paramedics can reach you quickly when they arrive. If you can't get up to open it, let the operator know. And don't be afraid to shout for help if you think someone nearby might hear you. A neighbor, a passerby, anyone. You're not being a burden. You're fighting for your life. Remember, calling for help isn't weakness. It's courage. It's strength. And it might be the most important call you ever make. Now that you've called for help, the next step is to keep your body as calm and stable as possible. Let's talk about that in tip 3. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to subscribe and join our community where we celebrate life's later chapters with heart, humor, and hope. Tip number 3. Stay calm and sit down. Let your heart do less work. Greater than now that you've called for help. The next step is to protect your heart by helping it do as little work as possible. And that begins with one simple, powerful action. Sit down, find a chair or even the floor, and lower yourself gently. You don't want to be walking around. You don't want to be pacing or panicking. Every movement puts more strain on your heart, and right now, your goal is to let it rest as much as it can. If you can, lean slightly back, but keep your upper body elevated. Don't lie completely flat. Prop yourself with pillows if needed. This position helps ease the strain on your heart and lungs and can make breathing a little easier. And now comes the hardest part, but also the most important. Stay calm. Yes, your chest hurts. Yes, you feel afraid. That's completely natural. But fear creates stress, and stress makes your heart beat faster. That's the last thing we want right now. So take slow, steady breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Tell yourself, help is on the way. I've done the right thing. I'm giving myself a chance. If you believe in something, God, the universe, your late partner watching over you, this is the moment to feel their presence. You're not truly alone. The body listens to the mind. And when the mind sends a signal of calm, the heart follows. Even a few deep breaths can help regulate your blood pressure, reduce panic, and buy your heart the time it desperately needs. And in this quiet moment, know this. You are strong, you are brave, and you're doing everything right. In the next tip, we'll talk about a tiny tablet that might just save your life if you have it nearby. Tip number 4. If you have aspirin, chew it immediately. Greater than in the quiet battle your heart is now fighting. There's one tiny soldier that can make a massive difference. And that soldier is called aspirin, if and only if you are not allergic. And your doctor has never warned you against it. Then aspirin could literally buy you precious time while waiting for emergency help. Here's what it does. Aspirin thins the blood. It helps prevent further blood clots from forming and may slow the one that's already blocking blood flow to your heart. In other words, it helps your blood keep moving when every beat matters. But here's the important part. Don't just swallow it whole. Chew it. Yes, even if it tastes bitter. Chewing allows the aspirin to get into your bloodstream more quickly, helping your body begin the fight as soon as possible. The usual dose in this situation is a 300 milligrams tablet, or one standard adult aspirin. If you only have 81 milligrams baby aspirin, chew 4 of them. But again, only if you know you're not allergic. Keep some aspirin in an easy-to-reach place, by your bed, in the kitchen drawer, or even in your wallet, because when a heart attack hits, you won't have time to go looking. And please don't delay taking it. Don't think, maybe I'll wait to see if it gets worse. The earlier you take aspirin, the better your chances. Remember, this is not a cure. Aspirin doesn't replace emergency treatment, but it's a powerful step, one that could help keep you alive long enough for the real help to arrive. Just imagine, one small white tablet, one simple action, and it could be the reason you wake up tomorrow. In tip 5, we'll talk about what to do if the pain gets worse or you begin to lose consciousness, and the one action that might just restart your heart. Tip number 5. If you feel yourself fading, try call CPR as a last resort. Let's be honest. This is the scariest moment. You've called for help. You've taken aspirin. You're sitting down, breathing slowly, doing all the right things, but suddenly the pain sharpens. You feel dizzy. Your vision blurs. Your chest tightens even more, and deep down, you know, you might be about to lose consciousness in this rare and final window. You may try a technique called call CPR, but let me be very clear. This is not a replacement for proper CPR. It's not a miracle move. It's a desperate measure. Something to try if you feel a sudden loss of consciousness coming on, and you are completely alone. Here's how it works. Take a deep breath. Cough forcefully, as if you're trying to clear your throat. Repeat. Deep breath, hard cough, about once every 2 seconds. What's happening here is simple. The coughing creates pressure in the chest, almost like a manual pump, helping to keep your blood flowing to your brain and heart for just a little longer. Again, this is not something you do for mild symptoms. This is only if you feel you're about to black out and you need a few more moments of circulation to stay awake until help arrives. Many doctors don't routinely teach this anymore because it doesn't replace trained CPR and it only works in very specific cases. But if you're alone, fading, and it's your last resort, you've got nothing to lose by trying. And that's the key message here. Don't give up, fight until the very last breath because help is on the way. And you've come this far. In tip 6, we'll talk about how to make your home heart attack ready before anything ever happens. Tip number 6, prepare your home so you're never truly alone. Greater than. Let's pause for a moment and ask a gentle but important question. If you had a heart attack tomorrow, in your own home, would your house be ready to help save you? Because survival isn't just about what you do in the moment. It's about the little preparations you make before anything goes wrong. And the good news? These small steps are simple, and they might just save your life. First, always keep your phone within reach. If you use a landline, place it beside your bed or in your pocket during the day. If it's a mobile phone, keep it charged and nearby. Not hidden at the bottom of a handbag across the room. Second, keep aspirin in easy-to-access spots by the bed. In the kitchen, in your coat pocket, don't rely on memory. Make it a habit. Third, consider writing your medical information on a simple card. Any conditions, allergies, current medications, your doctor's number. Tape it to the fridge or front door where emergency teams will look. Fourth, set up emergency contacts on your phone. On most smartphones, you can add ICE in case of emergency contacts that even strangers can call from your lock screen. Fifth, and this one's powerful, invest in a medical alert system. Many are wearable as a bracelet or necklace, and they can summon help with one button press. Even if you can't reach your phone, yes, it might feel silly wearing it at first, but if it gives you independence and peace of mind, that's not silly at all. Finally, talk to someone about your plan. A neighbor, a friend. Let them know you live alone and ask them to check in sometimes. You're not a burden. People care more than you realize. Your home can be your safety net, not your trap. And in the next tip, the final one, we'll talk about the mindset that changes everything before, during, and after a heart attack. Tip number 7, stay calm. Your mind is the first rescuer, greater than in the middle of chaos. When your chest tightens and fear starts to rise like a wave, there is one thing more powerful than any pill, any phone, or even any doctor, and that is your own mind. You see, panic is the true thief in a heart attack. It speeds your heart, clouds your judgment, and drains the oxygen your body is already struggling to hold on to. But calm is medicine. So here's what to do. As soon as you feel the symptoms, that crushing pressure, the pain down your arm, the breathlessness, tell yourself gently, I know what this is. I know what to do. Help is on the way. Speak those words out loud if you can, because your voice becomes your anchor. Sit down, lean back slightly. Take slow, steady breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Place your hand over your heart. Not the panic, but the comfort. Like a friend would, you are not helpless. You are not alone. Even in this moment, remind yourself, you've called for help. You've taken aspirin. You're doing all the right things. And more than that, your body is fighting for you. Your lungs are still breathing. Your heart is still working. Every second you stay calm is another second closer to survival. And perhaps the most beautiful truth of all, the mind can lead the body back from the edge. You've lived through storms, grief, heartbreak, and change. You've rebuilt yourself more times than you can count. This is just another storm. And you are the calm in the center of it. So hold on, breathe in hope, breathe out fear, because you are strong, you are still here. And the world still needs your story. Stay with us. Help is coming. And there you have it, dear friends. 7 simple, powerful things you can do if you ever find yourself facing a heart attack alone. Some are steps you take in the moment. Some are steps you prepare long before. But together, they could be the reason you survive. Now, maybe this video felt a bit heavy, but let me say this with all the gentleness in the world. This is not a video about fear. It's a video about hope, about courage, and about taking your life seriously, because you still have so much to live for. You've made it this far. You've walked through decades of memories, people, places, joy, and tears. And your story is not finished yet, so let's keep learning. Let's keep preparing. Let's keep living. If this message touched you, or if you believe it could help someone else, please don't forget to give this video a like. Share it with someone you love. Leave us a comment. We read every single one. And your story might just help another soul. And if you'd like more videos like this, subscribe, so you never miss a message that could make all the difference one day. From all of us here, thank you, truly, for spending this moment with us. And please remember, you are not alone. We care, we believe in you, and we're cheering for your heart every single beat.